Well, we have wrapped up 2021, and I'm still waiting for the second seasons of Shadow House and Love Live Superstar to wrap up, so we can put off doing the sequel rundown until a later date. So you know what? I'm going to cover a series I recently binged, Kaguya-sama, Love is War, which I picked up after it finished its third season. Meaning I'm probably late on my coverage of the series, but better late than never, so let me explain how Kaguya-sama became one of my favorite rom-coms. Kaguya-sama takes place in Japan's most prestigious high school, where the children of the rich, famous, and powerful go, as well as the most promising students that may lead Japan in the future. Our couple makes up one of each category. The titular Kaguya is the daughter of the Shinomiya family, the wealthiest in Japan, while Shirogane is the #1 student in the school and the current student council president, with Kaguya acting as his vice president. Additionally, both have a massive crush on the other, and the other one knows it as well. But either because they're inexperienced in the way of love, or the fact they're a part of high society, they can't admit their feelings, because admitting your feelings is a sign of submitting to the other's rule, something they cannot do. So, it's all-out war to get the other to admit their feelings first. Now, what do I like? Quite a few things, to be exact. I like rom-coms where the question isn't will they hook up, but when will they hook up, as we saw in Sure Children. I like series with hyper-intelligent characters having their brains turned to mush as they try to come to grips with the topic of love. See, science I fell in love, so I tried to prove it. I also enjoy rom-coms where two characters inexperienced in love try to figure out how to handle a relationship, something I'll cover when I do Love After World Domination in the next Crunchyroll cleanser. But to return to the comparison I made to Science I Fell in Love, I also enjoy seeing them use something else as a form of flirting. In this example, their various schemes. The series also progresses with each season finale giving a key moment in their romance. But one of the key strengths of the series is its characters. Very similar to the manga of Horimiya, you can take any member of the main cast and put them with any other member, and you can get a solid skit out of their dynamic alone. As the series puts time and effort into establishing and developing these dynamics, as well as explaining why they are the way they are. For example, we understand why Kaguya and Shirogane refuse to admit their feelings for each other, as Kaguya doesn't want to bring shame to the Shinomiya family, given her strict upbringing, as well as the rocky relationship she has with her parents already, while Shirogane wants to take his family from rags to riches, and by succeeding in the school, he can all but guarantee a successful life. So by admitting his feelings, he believes that he risks not only his chance at a better life, but failing to woo the love of his life, Kaguya. As for the side characters, we got the wild card of Fujiwara to bring some chaos to the group, Ishigami to act as her straight man, and Ino in later seasons to freshen these dynamics and storylines. There's also Kaguya's assistant Ai, and Shirogane's sister Kei to add and mix, especially when they're out of school. For me, a good example of this growth dynamic is Ishigami, the treasurer for the student council. He tries to keep to himself, not only because he enjoys playing video games, but has trouble being social. But he has a respectable code of honor that has a history of getting him in trouble, which caused the whole keeping to himself. In the student council, he's close to Shirogane and fears Kaguya, as he notices the death eyes she gives to people that get in the way of her schemes, but later forms a respect for her as she helps him overcome some of his holdups in the second and third season. He's still scared of her, but by seeing her make an effort to be more open and friendly, he decides that, yeah, I want to reward her effort and try to improve myself as well. Additionally, he helps cover for Ino when others try to mess with her, and she does the same for him. But because they disagree on how to handle the rules, they can't help but butt heads, while Fujiwara and him go tat-to-tat for bouncing humor off each other. But through the growth we see of him overcoming his holdups in the second and third season, this helps build upon the dynamics as he becomes more friendlier with Kaguya. Him and Ino start butting heads less, and that's just a couple examples. But I would suggest checking out Mother's Basement's analyst of the series if you want more in-depth coverage. The other thing you do need to worry about in a rom-com is the comedy, but luckily for Kaguya-sama, it is quite hilarious, and reliably gets a laugh out of me. The narrators, the smooth-brain Kaguya, Fujiwara's coaching, Shirogane's dad, and Kaguya and Shirogane trying to give relationship advice all regularly get a laugh out of me, and that's just some of the recurring bits. The series also has some bangers for intros. They also have strong visuals and audio. It's just a really good series, so yeah. Kaguya-sama is getting a hard recommendation from me, and if you're into anime, you should at least give it a try. And if you're into rom-coms and you haven't seen it, fix that.